What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? Balis here and welcome to another match review here on the channel. Today we're gonna take a look at Inter de Milan versus AC Milan. It was a very tasty derby. We saw 5 goals in total, 3 from Inter, 2 from Milan, including a hat-trick from Mauro Icardi. So right away I want to talk about that guy, Mauro Icardi. He was really impressive all throughout the 90 minutes. I cannot stress this enough. For the first goal, it was a cross from Candreva, I think it was, and then Mauro Icardi just a superb fast reaction, finish with the outside of his left foot and no way for Donnarumma to get there. And for the second goal, the same thing was done, but from the other side this time around, and Perisic now crossed the ball into Mauro Icardi, and you have to see this goal really because Icardi didn't have much time to react. He was even like surprised the ball was falling to him. He did like this weird karate kick sort of stuff and got the ball into the back of the net somehow. I gotta say his reactions are on point, and like I gotta stress this enough, he's always in the right spot at the right time. He's not the best dribbler, not the best passer, he's not the strongest, he's not the fastest, but he's always there no matter what. I gotta say Mauro Icardi should be really considered up there with the top 10 strikers perhaps in the world right now, even over someone like Luis Suarez. If we take into account Barcelona's match against Atletico Madrid, which you can check out, I think it's gonna pop up somewhere here on the screen, you can check out my match review for that one. But in that match I talked about how Barcelona created so many chances but no one seemed to be finishing them. And if we had someone like Mauro Icardi, which doesn't need to create his own chances, if he just gets delivery into the box, he's always gonna be very clinical and get the ball into the back of the net. If we had that against Atletico Madrid, I think that Barcelona would have most definitely got the 3 points. But unfortunately he's with Inter, a club which I gotta say really suits this guy, because you have players like Perisic, Candreva, even players like Borja Valero now, which all provide for Icardi, and Icardi is really clinical. I cannot stress enough how good this Argentinian striker really is. I think he's not exactly got the potential to be a world class, I think he's world class now, but I mean like a legend in the future, but he's an amazing striker. No matter what happens, he will always be considered as a very clinical finisher, and I hope he continues his legacy like this, because if he goes on like scoring goals like this, he already has like 8 goals in Serie A, so big round of applause for Mauro Icardi. I think he's doing wonderfully right now at Inter and this current season. And talking about Inter, I wanna say about that they had a very like on point game plan of what they wanted to do in this match. They came in, they wanted to get the first goal, and then they sit back and counter-attack. This is really reflected on the possession. Inter Milan got 40% of the possession when AC Milan got 60. So they really let the Rossoneri play the ball around, but in that sense AC Milan really didn't create that much. They were trying to get the ball into the box of Inter through crosses and stuff like that, but their player, really star striker in that sense, Nikola Kalinic, wasn't really, I think he didn't play it at all. He was like injured or something. I don't know why he missed the game. They only had Andrés Silva and Suso, but having players like Miranda and Skriniar for Inter really made it very difficult for Silva and for Suso to try to get the ball into the back of the net. We saw in one sense that Suso was outside the box where for the first goal, I think it was from Milan, where the ball bounces back from the area, and then Suso with an amazing like first touch finish finesse shot into the back of the net. It was really smooth, really wonderful. You gotta watch this highlights of the entire match, to be honest. I have them on screen, so hopefully the goal appears somewhere around here. And it was really impressive, I gotta say. That goal was really good, but it didn't really react. It didn't activate anything on AC Milan's mind to continue attacking. They were just, you know, laying off, playing it calmly, passing it horizontally, something that really is not gonna win you a game. And in that sense, Inter Milan always pounded and they always get a chance in, and it was always on target. It was really crazy to see the two teams trying to play with different playing styles, and at the end they clashed a lot. But Inter Milan playing style was always gonna be on top of AC Milan, because in that sense AC Milan doesn't really, they have the players, but they don't still glue together like a team. You could see that Inter Milan last season wasn't playing that well, They got a few reinforcement in, they got Spalletti, an amazing manager, and now they're really working towards to be an upcoming club in the next few years for the Serie A and then probably for Europe. It was basically a 2-year job. They got the players in last season, and this season they got the manager and the quality that they really needed. They have like smoothly rough edges around the team, and now they're really playing amazing football. I think that perhaps Milan won't achieve that this season, but probably next season they will be contending up there for the title and not only for the Champions League spots. So hope you guys have enjoyed this match review. I'm also gonna leave you, like I told you before, the match review of Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. I also made one about Juventus and Lazio on the Serie A as well, which actually means that now Inter are in the second place of the Serie A with 18 points, and I think Juventus have something around 17 perhaps, and Napoli are up top with 22, something like that around, because it seems that this title race for Serie A is going to be tighter than it have ever been in the previous season. So I hope you enjoyed this one and see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.